So what's good, my people? JU here. And I kind of just wanted to talk about this one because this is a crazy story, man. This is a crazy story. So the founder of the Silk Road, Ross Ulbricht, leaving prison after being pardoned by President Trump after spending over 11 years in prison. And this guy, if y'all don't know what the Silk Road was, this was a website that was on the dark web that was used a lot to, sell things that, the government didn't necessarily want people selling. Now, this could range from drugs to weapons to organs to people, all types of stuff if you catch my drift on this website. And this has to do somewhat with crypto because a lot of the original use for Bitcoin, or now I won't say this was the original use for it, but a lot of what it was used for in the beginning was to make transactions on this website. And I guess the three letter boys, CIA, FBI, whoever you want to say, hey, I'm saying we all legal over here. Don't I'm saying we chilling over here, but one of those three letter agencies got it shut down, and now, well, and they got it shut down, and he ended up getting locked up. And people say he didn't snitch, he didn't tell on anybody. He took his sentence like a man. He had 40 years to life, no parole, something like that. And he he got pardoned. He got pardoned. So now he's a free man. He's a free man. He's back outside, smiling, as you can see, walking out of jail. And I don't know, me, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But because I do think he needed to go to jail, right? He created a website, so I'm pretty sure he feels like he didn't necessarily do anything wrong, but he knew what was going on the website, right? He knew what was going on. So I do think 11 years is justice because he didn't directly hurt anybody, but a lot of people were hurt as cause of this website. As far as like, trafficking and all types of stuff, even just somebody buying something from there that they thought was one thing, them ingesting that thing, and they possibly passed away from that. But a lot of people used to, and not to say that this activity doesn't still go on the dark web, because there's plenty of videos you can go out there of people telling people how to access the dark web, and how to get things off of there. People don't go as in depth as they used to as far as like telling you the exact websites, but I was someone that used to browse on the dark web from time to time as a youngster. Never really tried to buy anything out there because I wasn't getting nothing shipped to my house where my parents lived at, and them finding out about anything. And I wasn't into anything like super crazy illegal, so never was my type of thing to do. But it was used a lot. And this guy was one of like the pioneers of that. He was one of the pioneers, the Silk Road, especially like if you're like my age, if in your late 20s to 30s, you probably heard about it before. A lot of the younger kids don't really, what I'm saying, know about that. They probably know about the dark web, but not about like the Silk Road, and it's like in its prime. Yeah, after over 11 years in prison, um, he probably was in one of those like white collar sections of the prisons with the fraudsters, and the people who were getting away with a large amount of money without like directly hurting people. So probably was living in there pretty good. Probably got some Bitcoin saved up, more than likely, that he had hidden somewhere. And it's gonna be interesting to see what he does now. We'll probably see this guy doing some type of content, going on interviews, and telling his story. I wouldn't be surprised if we seen a documentary if he doesn't already have one. But like I said, just an interesting story. Um, and I'm wondering why Trump decided that he was going to pardon this guy specifically. I wonder if it's because what's going on with crypto now, or maybe he just feels like, hey, Biden pardon his whole family. Maybe he had some type of connection with this guy, just being a businessman himself, because I'm not too well versed on what this guy was doing outside of, running the Silk Road. So interesting story. Let me know what you guys think about Mr. Ross getting out of prison. You think that he should have stayed in there for those 40 years and never gotten out? You think maybe he should have just done a little bit longer? Do you think Trump should have not pardoned him? Or do you think, he's just a guy that made a website and he should be free? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Appreciate you for watching. As always, love y'all. I'm out.